under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball
And
next
now,
on the show.
Your 2021 New York Mets.
Taijuan Walker, a right-hander out of Louisiana, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in this last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the sixth inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the sixth inning and turn it over to the bullpen, he took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched pretty well.
First pitch on the way.
First pitch, 7-11.
The windup and the 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone! It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. Second home run early in the year, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
I love the way this lineup's constructed. Right out of the gate, they smack you right in the mouth with one of the better power hitters in their lineup. And he takes him deep right there to set the tone.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Home run number 5 on the year as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Just a couple of minutes ago, the home crowd was pumped for the beginning of this game. But when you hit back-to-back homers to start the game, they have a tendency to sit on their hands. Can't start a game any better than that, folks.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting fourth, the catcher.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that brings up JT Realmuto. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. In the air down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. That brings up Alec Bohm. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. 0-1 the count.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. On the ground to the right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets nothing. Vince Velasquez will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I call Vince Velasquez V squared, and he's a really good pitcher. 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, 95 to 97 with a fastball with a lot of late life. Quality pitcher.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, number 6.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. On the ground to third. Scooped up. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder.
One out, bases empty, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Velasquez isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Around second, he's on his way to third. And he will make it in at third. He's got himself a 1-out triple.
Batting third.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
Dominic Smith is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. A ball and a strike. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they...
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pete Alonso is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Wow, that grounder got him. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Into the box, Michael Conforto, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Over to first, and that retires the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets 1. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius.
First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. Walker, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Gene Segura comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nimmo is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Randy Arozarena. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Skied into straightaway right. Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still lead it 2-1. Into the box, Francisco Lindor. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Bounces to the left side, reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. J.D. Davis, the next to bat. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Arozarena is there. 2 gone. Next, it'll be James McCann, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-1. And stepping in, Vince Velasquez. 9-1-2 due up. First pitch on the way. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Got him swinging on a split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew Mccutchen, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Mccutchen, or just Cutch as he's frequently referred to, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Fouled off. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Mccutchen is retired. 2 down now. Bases are empty here with 2 away. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 1-2. To third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Bottom of the third now, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Taijuan Walker.
The pitcher.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Called strike 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
And a rather easy first out. So here's Jeff Mcneil. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him. One out, nobody on. Count now, a ball and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. High pop up. Hoskins is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. So 2 out, nobody on. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
In now Alec
batting,
Bohm.
third baseman, Alec.
To the left
Bohm.
side, but it's well foul. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays off for ball 1. Bohm hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle the other way and take his knock, and that's what he's been able to do.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Conforto moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. So next to the plate for the Phils, Didi Gregorius comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
A little bouncer. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Gene Segura swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-1 Philadelphia. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Dominic Smith.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3-hitter starts it out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
0-1 count and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Up next to the net, the shortstop, Francisco.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. This is foul right side. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Step on the bag for 1, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Now batting, catcher.
At the plate now is James McCann. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A ball and a strike. Conforto at second with 2 down. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. McCutchen going back, and they take the lead. It's gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Standing in now, Taijuan Walker. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. 1-1. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 4. New inning set to get underway, and up next will be Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
Now the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. McCann corrals it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
The pitcher, number 21.
So here now is the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. Brad Miller steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning. First offering. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, as we are all tied at 5.
All pitchers know that you're going to have some off games, but when you give up 4 home runs in a game, you start to wonder if maybe you're cursed. His neck's going to be killing him tomorrow, and so is his pride.
Here's Andrew Mccutchen now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. First pitch on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th, all even at 5 apiece. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch, and that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen, and they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Your
Ranger
attention,
Suarez
please.
will come on
Now
in
pitching
relief
for
as
the
he'll make
Phillies.
his second appearance of the
Number
season
55.
so far. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jeff McNeil. In his career versus this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, he was really frustrated and out of rhythm in this one. Unfortunately, I'm sure he's frustrated right now, and he will be for a while. But the good news is that the guys are still in the game. The offense is picking them up.
Brandon Nimmo comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith, and right into the shift. There's Segura. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. This remains a 5-all ball game. And now here is Bryce Harper, singled in his last at bat.
Bryce Harper.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
That's by him for strike one.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Now the payoff pitch home. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And it's fouled away.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
High in the air, deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4. Joey Lucchesi will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Number 37.
JT Realmuto will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, if you know an umpire has a tight zone, as a hitter, you tighten your zone as well. No reason to go after the borderline pitches unless you really have to.
.0 is a curveball that's over for strike one.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
Conforto is there, one away. Stepping in next, Alec Bohm. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Behind 0-2 now. A bouncer up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. This ball game still tied 5-all. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The right fielder,
Ready
30.
now is Michael Conforto. His career numbers against this pitcher: 2 hits in 7 tries. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone into the upper tank. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here, this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball player.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out. J.D. Davis is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies 5. Stepping up is Randy Arozarena.
The center fielder, Randy Arozarena.
First pitch on its way. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Nimmo is there, and he has it for the first out. Ronald Torreyes will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 74, Ronald
Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Trevor May is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Luis Guillorme will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Striding in is Andrew Mccutchen, struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. And that misses 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball, you could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. A bouncer to the left side. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Tony Watson will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 52, Tony Watson.
And now James McCann. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
The catcher.
In there, and it's 0-1. Watson, an Iowa native. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first down.
Louis.
Now here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jeff McNeil. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Grounded to the right. Segura has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Rhys Hoskins will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now the pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Now here's the pitch. Line hard deep into left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Now the 1-0.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
3-2. Sliders, strike three called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Edwin Diaz will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Into the box, Alec Bohm. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. He's in there at the plate. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Popped him up. Mcneil is under it. And that will end the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Dominic Smith comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate, 1-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
1-2 to Dominic Smith. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he'll make it to third base safely with only 1 out as the go-ahead run. Kevin Pillar will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. So here's Pete Alonso, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout. From the belt, the pitch, Michael Conforto is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Shoots this one over to first. A step on the bag for 1, but they'll only get 1 as he's in there at second. Jose Martinez will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. We've played 8 full. It's the Mets 7 and the Phillies 6. Kevin Pillar will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Seth Lugo comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Seth Lugo.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
2-2 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Guillorme has a play. 1 out. So the next to bat will be Randy Arozarena. Flew out last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Just short, hit hard. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. Roman Quinn will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. And that gives Andrew Mccutchen an opportunity this inning with 2 out.
The left fielder.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning starting.
Andrew Mccutchen stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Fouled off.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Philly down to their last strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Everything this guy throws moves. That 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The New York Mets came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Edwin Diaz claims the win out of the pen, his first. Seth Lugo earns the save out of the bullpen, his 6th. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL East, the Mets right fielder, number 30, drove in 4, helping the Mets get by the Phillies 7-6. The Braves amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Marlins 7-5. The St. Louis Cardinals bested the visiting Nats 1-0. The Brewers had 12 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 10-5. The win was their 6th in a row. The Pirates snapped a 9-game losing streak as they grabbed a walk-off win in extra innings over the Padres 5-4. The A's pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 1-0. The Cincinnati Reds racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-5. The Rangers swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they destroyed the Rays 9-1. The Bronx Bombers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-2. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. The Seattle Mariners sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-1. The White Sox bested the visiting Indians 3-1. The Kansas City Royals picked up 14 hits in total as they destroyed the Angels 8-0. The Boston Red Sox hit 3 long balls as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 7-2. The Detroit Tigers totaled 13 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 7-5. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
Mm-hmm.